हाँ हो गया ओके ओके. Hi, hello everyone. How are you all doing? I am your Aditi ma'am, and today we have started this live for a very important session, that is assertion reason questions. Hi Rani Gupta, how are you? How are you all doing? Hello Mehak. How are you all? It's 11 a.m. You guys are studying in the morning or in the night? Since you are awake at 11. I used to study at night, so I used to sleep till 10-11. Okay. Hi Radhe. Hi Ashwika. Hi Ashwika. So in this session we are going to see most important assertion reason questions. Now we know in the physics section we'll have one or two maximum assertion reason questions, so we will be looking at some of the most important ones. Okay, carbon compound. See, you can ask Ekta ma'am about chemistry, she'll guide you better. Okay, Yogendra. Hi everyone. Hi Mayank. Yeah Yogendra, you can ask Ekta ma'am about this. Also, carbon compound is a really important chapter, so you can expect complex questions as well, hard questions as well. Okay, so give me a thumbs up. Can we start this live for today? And I want you all to participate. We have 19 questions, okay, and I want you to score yourself. At the end we'll see who scored the best. Okay, hi Saloni Kumari. Great. Jai Hind Sarma ji, how are you? Okay, can we start this live? I want you all to answer. We have 4 options. We know assertion reason options, but do read them carefully. Sometimes the options can vary as well. Okay, so go through each option and then answer. Fine. Okay, let us start the live with our very first question. That is this one. First, oh, we have thumbs up. Thank you, Mehak. Let us start. Very good. Okay, so very first thing is we read the question very carefully. Now, assertion reason questions can be tricky, but all you have to do is to read the assertion, and when you read the reason, right, after you read the assertion and when you read the reason, add because in between. Okay, so how will we read this? Let us see. Oh, Rani Gupta is saying, ma'am, I scored 25 out of 25 in pre-board. That is great actually. Pre-board is actually a bit hard than your board. So if you are scoring 25 in pre-boards, that is really good. Saloni is asking, how much will be completed? This assertion reason or what? This assertion reason questions will be from physics. Okay, hi Zexo. Okay, we have the answer as A, but let's read the question very carefully. Sarma ji is a very fast kid. Okay, assertion is saying magnetic field lines never intersect. Okay, that makes sense. We know assertion is true. Very easy. Magnetic field lines never intersect, because now this is a reason. That means this gives the reason why this assertion thing is happening. So because at a particular point magnetic field has only one direction. So what will be the option? We have A. We have Shivansh saying the answer is B. Hi Shashank, how are you? Hi Anisha Begum. B, we have Saloni also saying B. Anyone else? All other my kids, what is your answer? Let me know. Okay, Prishu Jaiswal, hello to all. Prishu ji is saying, okay, let us see See, magnetic field lines never intersect. Assertion is true. We know that very basic statement, right? Because at a particular point, magnetic field has only one direction. We know, right? See, what we studied, that if magnetic field lines are getting intersected, that means at that particular point, magnetic field will have, or both of these rays, both of these fields will have two tangents. If they have two tangents, that means they have two directions, right? That means they have two directions. So we concluded that at one point, magnetic field will have only one direction, will have only one direction. So that means the correct option is A, my friend. Yeah, the correct option will be A, because this is exactly the correct reason for the answer, for the assertion. Okay, yes, Shreya is saying A, very good. Hi, good morning Mahi, how are you? Right, so A will be the correct option. Okay, like, can we move on to the next question? If you don't have any doubt in this question, give me a thumbs up. Okay, Shreya, Mehak, all of you got the right answer. Sharma ji was also right and was the first. Okay, thank you Sharma ji, thank you a lot. Now let's move on to the next question. We have assertion and reason. Read it very carefully. Okay, yes Mehak, answer is A, very good. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Next question, we have assertion and we have reason. What we do, we read the assertion and we insert a because. So you read the insertion, then add because in between assertion and reason. A very good trick. Okay, hi, good morning G Funk, how are you? Okay, let us read. Anisha has given the answer as A. Okay, let's read. Right, assertion saying, in Fleming's left hand rule, the direction of magnetic field, force and current are mutually perpendicular because Fleming left hand rule is applied to measure the current produced in a circuit. We have the answer as Sharma ji is saying C, Anisha was saying A, Mehak is saying D, so Saloni is saying A. Okay, D, we have all the answers, only B is left. Someone should write B as well. Oh, we have answer as F. Okay, A. Okay, great. Let us see what the actual answer is. We have Sambhavi saying C. Okay, let us see what the actual answer is. Assertion is saying, in Fleming left hand rule, the direction of magnetic field and force and current are mutually perpendicular. So assertion is true, right? We know that magnetic field is given by my index finger, current by my middle finger, and then thumb gives the direction of force. So they are mutually perpendicular to each other. That's it. That is right. Okay. Now, reason R says Fleming left hand rule is applied to measure the current produced in a circuit. The Fleming left hand rule is applied to produce the current produced in a circuit, but my friend, we know that Fleming left hand rule, see, how did we remember? We remembered from Fleming's F, right? From Fleming's F, we remembered that it is used to find the force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. So reason is in fact not true. Assertion is true. So what will be the answer? Now let me know the answer. What will be the answer now? Let me know the answer now. So the answer will become not A, not B, not D. The answer will be option number C, because assertion is correct but reason is false. Right? Correct? Anyone has any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, let us move on to the next question, right? C, yes, Sarma ji gave the correct answer. The answer was C. Ramesh, Sambhavi, great. Ramesh, yes, the answer will be C. Princess is also correct. Hi, Princess, good morning. Okay, you are Asafi. Hi, Asafi. Yeah, okay, very good. Now you know how to understand this question, how to actually give the logical answer, right? Okay. Let's move on. The next question, read it carefully. Add because after assertion, right? Add because after assertion. So let's read the question very carefully. Assertion says a soft iron placed inside a solenoid carrying current is magnetized because magnetic field inside a long solenoid carrying current is non-uniform. मैम सोलेनॉइड का रेडियस पे डिपेंड करता है क्या मैग्नेटिक फील्ड? Not on solenoid's radius or particularly, because we are wrapping it in a small circles in the shape of a cylinder. Okay, so it depends on current, it depends on number of turns, the distance from the solenoid, not the radius of turns of the solenoid. Okay, hello Husky Gamer, how are you? C, Sharma ji is saying C. Mahi is also saying C. Asfi is also saying C. Good morning, Husky Gamer. C. We have so many answers as C. Okay, let's see what is the answer, if it is C or not, right? Okay. Yes, so assertion, a soft iron a soft iron bar, maybe bar placed inside a solenoid carrying current is magnetized. That is true. We study the concept of electromagnet, right? We studied the concept of electromagnet. What happens in an electromagnet? We have a solenoid, and when we insert a soft iron core inside that solenoid, that iron core get magnetized. That iron core gets magnetized. Done, right? Now, but the reason is magnetic field inside a long solenoid carrying current is non-uniform. Ma'am, we know, this is a very important point in solenoid, that inside the solenoid, the magnetic field is always uniform. It is non-uniform, but where? Outside the solenoid, right? The field is non-uniform outside the solenoid. So reason is false, assertion is true. So the correct answer now will be, everyone was correct actually. So the correct answer is option number C. Very good. I'm so proud of you. You all are so intelligent and your preparation is going very great, right? Okay. Let us move on. Understood? Anyone has any doubt? Sharma ji is asking if resistance increases with temperature or it decreases. See, we have 2 points for this. The first is resistance does change with the temperature, that is right. But for two materials, that is conductors or you can say metals, right? Conductors or metals, it changes differently. For conductors or metals, resistance is inversely proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, resistance will decrease. Okay, because as the temperature increases, the movement of free electrons increases and they collide more. Once they collide more, resistance increases, right? For on the other hand, insulators or semiconductors, for these two, resistance increases with increase in temperature. It is directly proportional to temperature, so resistance increases with increase in temperature. Any doubt? Earthing, see, देखो, what you have to do, you have a metallic Cooler. Do you have metallic coolers in your houses? We used to have not the plastic ones, the white ones, not those, the metallic ones. So we used to have this big giant metallic coolers in our houses, right? So what happened with them? The charge on that conductor resides on its surface, right? The charge resides on its surface. Now if I touch that metallic body, I'll get shocked, right? So what we do is we earth these excess charge. We earth this excess charge. That means the third pin plug, the third pin is used for earthing, is used for earth wire. What does this earth wire does? It collects all the excess charge and sends it into the earth so that we don't get shocked, right? Ma'am, mostly we don't get the option as both A and R false. Do we, ma'am? You don't actually, but then you won't even like get the type of question as well, that in the case where both assertion and reason are false. If there is a question where both assertion and reason will be false, they will give you that option that both are false. Okay, I've seen those kinds of questions. Okay, we have thumbs up. Hello exotic J, how are you? Okay, let's move on to the next question. We have cleared all the doubts. If you have any more, ask away. Okay, ask away all the doubts. Okay, until then, let us solve the next question. Now I'll solve it, but what we do? We add because between assertion and reason. Now let me know the answer to this particular question. Fast. Very easy question. Let me know the answer to this question. वोल्टमीटर में लीस्ट काउंट वाला होता है. Yes, I have seen that PYQ. How to find a least count? See, to find least count, see, this is the kind of question I think I read. This is, let's say, 10, this is 20, this is 20, 30 and 40, right? And now see, the difference between this one reading, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? The distance, the difference between one reading, that is 10, 20 minus 10 is 10, right? So to find least count, what you have to do? You have to minus 20 minus 10 divided by the divisions in between it. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So you divide it by 10. So that is 10 divided by 10, right? So that will be 1. So this least count will come out to be 1. Okay? C, we have answers as C, Sadex, Ramesh, Mahi, everyone is saying C. Very good. Diopter. Diopter is the unit of power of lens. Diopter is the unit of power but of lens. The other unit of power is watt, right? Okay. We have the option as C. Let us see if all of you are correct or not. On changing the direction of flow of current through a straight conductor, we have a straight conductor. We have a straight conductor and they are saying that the direction of magnetic field around the conductor is reversed on changing the direction of current. If current is flowing into this direction, then let's say the magnetic field is in this direction. But if we change the direction of current, they are saying the magnetic field, the direction of magnetic field also changes, right? Yes. Then reason, they are saying because the direction of magnetic field around a conductor can be given in accordance with left hand thumb rule. Okay, you are saying C, that means reason is false. So which thumb rule do we use? Which thumb rule do we use if we don't use Fleming left hand rule? Let me know. Power of lens SI unit. Husky bro. Yes, Husky bro. Understood? Let me know which thumb rule do we use if we don't use Fleming's left hand rule. Which rule do we use then to find the direction of current? To find the direction of Magnetic field due to current. Right hand thumb rule. Very good, very good. Sharma ji, Shambhavi. Hi, Anushka. How are you? We are solving assertion reason questions today, okay? And I want you all to participate. Okay, right hand thumb rule. Very good, very good. Very good. So all of you are correct. The correct option is C, and we use right hand thumb rule to find the direction of magnetic field due to current. Right hand thumb rule. Thumb rule. Very good. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, next question says, assertion reason question, of course, again. Strength of an electromagnet can be increased by increasing the number of turns per unit length in solenoid coil. Okay, because we add because the strength of an electromagnet can be increased by increasing the current flowing through the solenoid. Let me know if these two are correct or not, and if reason is the correct explanation for assertion. पर दोनों सही हो तो ए या बी में से कौन सा होगा? Okay, this is the same kind of question. Let's see how to solve it, Sharma ji. Right? Tell me the answer of this and then I'll explain your doubt. Correct? Shambhavi is saying B. में कोई false निकलता है तो आंसर आसान. अच्छा, you are saying तो what if both are correct? Then it's easy, no? Yes, Tanya, I forgot your name. Tanya was Anushka, right? Yes, it is a PYQ question. Correct. Okay. So you're saying if both if both assertion and reason are correct, then how we'll see about that. Okay? Yes, it's a PYQ question. Okay. We have the answer as B. B. Sharma ji is also saying B. Okay, let us see if you are correct or not. Hi, Pratishtha, how are you? Let us see if you guys are correct or not. So, see, strength of an electromagnet can be increased by increasing the number of turns per unit length in solenoid. We know that in solenoid, the strength of magnetic field directly depends on number of turns we studied, but actually it is number of turns per unit length, right? Because strength of an electromagnet can be increased by increasing the current flowing through the solenoid. That means the magnetic field is directly proportional to current. So now, Sharma ji, see, both of these are correct. You are saying how will we decide if both of these are correct, right? So tell me, both of these are true here. But did we get the answer that why the strength of an electromagnet is more when we increase the number of turns per unit length? We didn't get the answer to the reason. We didn't get the reason of the given assertion. It is just another statement that strength of electromagnet can be increased by increasing the current through the solenoid. Those both statements are individually true, right? If both statements are individually true, that is fine. But the second statement, the reason, should be the answer, the explanation of the assertion, reason of the assertion, right? Which is not correct. So, in this case, both assertion and reason are true. Both assertion and reason are true. But reason is not the correct explanation of assertion, right? Okay? Then you will see. Then you will say, ma'am gave this question and it came into the examination. Please teach the, yes, I'll teach the electricity lesson. I'm coming tomorrow live with the chapters of electricity and magnetic effects of electric current. Okay? Yes. Hi, Prajit. I will come live tomorrow. And my name is Aditi, Tanya. Okay? See, you can just look at the pattern of the previous year questions and you can guess the probability. I haven't made the CBSE paper, right? So how can I tell you the probability of this question is 100%? Okay, I'll give you the board exam paper. Come to my house tomorrow. Done, Ramesh ji. Okay, circuit solving, say, yes, that is correct, Sadax. Circuit solving, so you can revise all the circuits, right? And then the probability is 100% and the chances of you getting good marks is also 100%. Okay? Arey yaar. Okay. Yes, we'll do all the tough questions of electricity tomorrow as well in the morning only, 11 a.m. Okay? Yes, Anchal, we'll do all the numericals, all the questions, theory questions, conceptuals tomorrow, okay? Okay. Yeah, tomorrow we'll do numericals as well. Yeah, the assertion reason session for chemistry is done, I guess, so you can go watch that, okay? Hi, my dream, how are you? Okay, and we'll do the numericals tomorrow, okay? Okay, let's move on to the next question, everyone. Assertion reason question. Now let me know which of these options is correct. Assertion says a fuse wire is always connected in parallel with the main line because if current larger than the specified value flows through the circuit, fuse wire melts. Ma'am, where are you? I'm right here. What happened? Let me know the answer to this question if both of these statements are true, both of these are false, if they are the correct explanation of each other or not. A is saying D. Okay, Sarmaji is also saying D. Anyone else has any other option, has any other answer? Directly, okay, you can see directly what the answer is. Sambhavi is also saying D, Sadex D. Okay, now I can see how directly. We are operating from Karnataka, Ramesh. D. Very good. Prajit, Anchal, all of you are giving correct answers. Very good. So, assertion says a fuse wire is always connected in parallel with the main line. Ma'am, we have gotten tired of studying that fuse wire is always connected in series. It is always connected in series with the circuit, right? Series with the main line. So, assertion is directly false, right? Assertion is false. Reason, however, on the other hand, if a current larger than the specified value flows through the circuit, fuse wire melts. Reason, however, is true, right? We know fuse wire, the main process, the main work of fuse wire is the main function of fuse wire is to melt when excess current passes through it, right? So, reason is true, but assertion is false. That is my option number D. Okay, my dream. Oh, you are from Bangalore. Hello. Hi from Bangalore. Oh, thank you so much, Sharmaji. That means a lot. Yes, my dream is from Bangalore. Where in Bangalore? Yes, Satvik Chaudhary. Ask away. Ask 2 questions. D. Very good. Yes, I read you are from Bangalore. Hi, Kunal Saxena. How are you? Prajit is saying Tamil. What Tamil? You are from Tamil Nadu. I am great, Kunal. How are you? Okay, Whitefield. Okay, that is a great area. I am thinking, I know Whitefield is, my friends are in Whitefield. Okay, we have a request fast. Okay, let's do fast. Next, Assertion, reason, question. Assertion says electric appliances with metallic body have 3 connections, whereas an electric bulb has 2-pin connection. So they are saying the appliances that have metallic body has 3-pin connections, whereas a bulb has 2-pin connections. A bulb has 2-pin connection, right? Why? Because 3-pin connections reduce heating of connecting wires. I am unable to read. Okay, let me know. C, we have the answer as C. Okay, and Sharmaji is also saying C. Great, great, great. We have the answer as C, which is assertion is true, but reason is false. Okay, let us see if you all are correct or not. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you so much. Okay, 3-pin is for earthing. Very good, Sharmaji. Very good. So we know this is true. Metallic body, it has 3-pin connection and electric bulb has 2-pin connection. We know that. But why? They are saying that 3-pin connections reduce heating of connecting wires. But we know that the 3-pin connection, the third pin, this third pin is used for earthing. As Sharmaji said, this third pin is used for earthing, to collect all the excessive charge on the metallic body and to pass on to the earth, right? So reason is false, assertion is true, right? So C will be the correct option. Very good. Lakshika is also saying C. Very good, all of you. Okay, let's move on to the next question. We have assertion saying a current carrying straight conductor experience is a force when placed perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Read it very carefully. Read it very carefully. Okay. They are saying a current carrying straight conductor experiences a force when placed perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Let us understand what they are trying to say. So this is my magnetic field, right? They are saying that a current carrying conductor is placed perpendicular. So let's say this is my conductor, right? And a current carrying conductor experiences a force when placed perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. So will it experience a force or not? Hello, welcome Siddharth, because reason has to give to prevent shock. That is correct. Yes, very good, Lakshika. Okay, we have the answers as B. Yes, Vinod, ask your doubt. Okay, reason is the net charge on a current carrying conductor is always 0. Okay, that is also true. We know that on a conductor the net charge, because we have all the charges positive, negative, right? So the net charge will be, the net Q is always 0, right? So both are correct. But is assertion the correct? Is reason the correct explanation for assertion or not? Can we add because in this sentence or not? That is not true. This experiences a force because of the motion of charges, and this is neutral, right? So it doesn't make sense. So both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Very good, very good. Ramesh gave the B answer. Very good, very good. Hi Priya, how are you? Okay, it experiences maximum force in assertion, right? Whenever theta is 90, that means the conductor is parallel, right? Then you'll have the maximum force. Okay. Let's move on to the next question, right? Okay, next question we have, assertion says a plane mirror may form a real image. Okay, a plane mirror may form a real image. Is this correct or not? Then the reason says a plane mirror forms a virtual image if the object is real. Let me know which of these is the correct option, which of these is the correct answer. Yes, very good. SADX is here to study. So all of you study. What is net charge? Net charge means average charge, total charge. Okay, so in one area, let's say positive charge is there. So average charge, total charge is positive. In one area there is negative charge, total charge is negative. If we combine those two areas, total positive charge equal positive equal negative, so that will become neutral, right? Okay. C, we have the answers as C. Anaya, Ramesh, Rani, Siddharth, Sharma ji, all are giving C answers. Okay, great. Let's see. A plane mirror may form a real image. Does a plane mirror forms real image? We know, ma'am, always plane mirror always forms virtual image. It always forms virtual image and not a real image, right? Okay. Now, reason, let's see. A plane mirror forms a virtual image even if the object is real. If the object is real, that is true. Plane mirror does form a virtual image. So, why were you saying C? Why are you guys saying C option? Does a plane mirror form real image? All of you said C. Plane mirror form virtual and direct image. Yes, Sharma ji. Plane mirror forms virtual image and erect image, and it is of same size. So C, how the C is the answer? A is false. You are saying assertion is true, but A is false. Plane mirror never forms a virtual image, right? Plane mirror forms image behind the mirror, so A is false. Exactly, Lakshika, great. Plane mirror forms virtual erect laterally inverted image. Anaya, very good, very good. Hi, gaming with Kanzul. Okay. Okay, so C is not the correct answer. Both assertion and reason are true. That is also not a correct answer, because we know assertion is false, but reason is true. So, which is the correct answer? We don't have the correct answer. Assertion is true, but reason is false. Assertion is false, but reason is true. Plane mirror forms a... Yes. So, in this question, you will get grace marks. If not, but this is definitely wrong. Assertion is wrong. Assertion is false, but reason is true. Reason is true. Assertion is false and reason is true. Now, in here you can also see if the question comes, if the question comes in the board and you have to answer, you can answer both assertion and reason are false. Why? Because it is written plane mirror forms a virtual image if the object is real. It doesn't matter if the object is real or virtual, right? Plane mirror will always form virtual image. Okay? Yes, Ramesh, I answered your question. Plane mirror always forms virtual image. It doesn't matter if the object is real or virtual. If the object is real or virtual. So if this comes in your exam, you have to the correct option will be D. Okay? Ma'am, how question will be asked in question board examination in 3 marker? See, in 3 markers, you can mostly get numericals, right? Mostly there will be numericals, or you can get ray diagrams, questions based on ray diagrams, right? And some conceptual questions as well. Okay, in 3 parts they can ask you conceptual as well, but the chances of conceptuals are a little bit less. What they can do that in A part they'll ask you what a Fleming left hand rule is, right? And in the B part they can give you some numerical of 2 marks. This is for 1 mark, this is for 2 marks. They can do something like this. Okay, can you explain the reason once more? Case based. See, Sharma ji, mostly in case based question you will get light, mostly, but there are chances that you can get electricity too. So light and electricity are the most important chapters for case based question, but you have to revise everything. Yes, I am telling the reason once more. See, in a plane mirror, this is my plane mirror, right? And this is a person, correct? So in plane mirror, the image, this is a plane mirror, right? So in plane mirror, the image formed is always, see, when the light ray goes from the object in the mirror, it goes something like this, it makes the object something like this, right? Right? Just the hand that was on the left hand side will be now a right hand side. Right? That is what Anaya said, laterally inverted, right? Yes, Anaya is asking the question. That is what you said, laterally inverted, right? Now, this image will always be virtual. It will never be a real image. So, assertion is false, right? Now, in reason, they have said, a plane mirror forms a virtual image if the object is real. They are saying that, of course, this object is real, right? But let's say I have a virtual image. You cannot, this is also true. Okay, the reason is kind of true also. A plane mirror forms a virtual image if the object is real. Object is always going to be real, right? How can you make an object virtual? Object, and it doesn't matter if the object is real or virtual. Plane mirror will always make virtual image. Okay, myopia, hypermetropia, yes, they can ask you those in 3 marks. Yes, that's what I said. They can ask you what is myopia for 1 marks, and then 2 marks they can ask you to make the corrective ray diagram for myopia, right? Done? Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Assertion says a real image is always formed by the actual convergence of light rays at some point. Okay. Reason says a convex mirror always forms a real image. Let me know the answer. Let me know the answer, everyone. I'm looking. Who gives the answer first? Okay. Okay, everyone. Next question. Yes, Sharma ji. For you, we have next question. Next question says a real image is always formed by the actual convergence of light rays at some point. The reason, however, a convex mirror always forms a real image. Reason is false. Anaya is saying A, B, C. Wow. Rani is saying A, M Creations is saying B, Lakshika is saying C. Okay. Okay, we have 2 B's, 2 C's. Lakshika is saying C, Ayushi is saying B. Reason is false. C. Sharma ji is saying C. Lakshika is saying C. M Creation is saying B. You all are so rigid on your answers, no? Santoshi is saying B. Priya C. Okay, okay, let us see. Satyam, Priya. Okay, we have lots of C's now. Okay, let's see. Just ma'am, tell me how one question asked in 3 marker in examination. Okay, let me tell you after this. Okay, we'll see. See, okay. Real image is always formed by actual convergence of light rays. That is the definition of real image, right? We call real image a real image. Why? Because it is formed by the convergence of real rays, right? Real actual rays. So, assertion is true, right? Assertion is true. Now, convex mirror. This is my convex mirror, right? And we know we have just 2 cases of convex mirror. First, that the object is at infinity, and second, it is at any point. At any point, right? In all the cases, for infinity, the object is at focus, right? For infinity, the image is at focus, right? And if the object is at any point between infinity and pole, the image will be between. It will be between pole and focus, right? So this tells us that the image is always formed behind the mirror. For convex mirror, the image is always formed behind the mirror. That means the image is, it is virtual, not real, right? Hello, hi Saina, how are you? I'm great. How are you, Saina? Okay, okay, everyone understood? Everyone understood? So what is the answer? Okay, so the answer is assertion is true, reason is false. So C is the correct answer. Assertion is true but reason is false. Convex mirror never forms a real image. Convex mirror always forms a virtual image. Yes, Anaya is correct. Convex mirror always forms a virtual erect image. Very good. Okay, okay. Okay, you were confused. It's fine, but it's fine. You don't have to give the answers right away. Take your time easily and think about it. Think about what a concave mirror is. We have 6 cases. One forms virtual, all the rest are real. But in convex mirror, we remember that it always forms virtual erect images. Okay? Sharma ji, we did it. Actually, sample paper, we solved a sample paper yesterday. When did I came? Not yesterday, maybe a day before yesterday, but we solved a complete sample paper for physics. Okay, and during the exam we'll come live as well. For 3 hours we'll completely solve the sample paper. Okay, okay. Saina is saying आज बुआ जी घर जाना है थोड़ा. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, done. Next question says when a wire is pulled to double its length. When a wire is pulled, not pulled, let's just say stretched to double its length, its resistivity remains the same. The length becomes 12. Will its resistivity change or not? They are saying its resistivity remains the same. Is it correct or not? The reason is resistivity depends on the nature of material. Resistivity depends on the nature of material. Is it correct or not? What is the option? What is the answer? A. Everyone is saying A. Abhay Gupta, hello. A. Everyone is saying A. Ramesh, Lakshika. Okay. Sharma ji, easy hai is baar. What is easy? This question. Okay, Anaya, Lakshika, Ramesh, Santoshi, everyone is saying A. Okay, so it must be A, right? We know wire, when it's doubled, it does not matter. Resistivity does depend on the nature of material. If it's a copper wire, no matter if it's 10 meter, 100 meter, 1000 meter long, its resistivity will always remain same. Okay? Okay, so option A is the correct answer. Very good, everyone. Next, we have the connecting wires are usually made of copper. Okay, because the electrical conductivity of the copper is low. The connecting wire are usually made of copper. They are saying the connecting wires are usually made of copper because the electrical conductivity of copper is low. Electrical conductivity of copper is low. Is this correct or not? Is this sentence correct or not? Yes, ma'am, because it depends on nature of the material. Very good, very good. Yes, Santoshi, you are correct. Resistivity depends on nature of the material. We have answer C. Everyone is saying C. Shivu is saying C. Anaya, Lakshika, very good, very good. Okay, let us see if you are correct or not. Yes, Sharma ji is saying C. No, copper is a very good conductor, very good. It's because they are ductile and good conductor of electricity. Very good, Anaya. So proud of you. You are giving such exact answers. Very good. Okay. When started the class? We started the class at 11, almost 11:05. We are just doing assertion reason questions. Okay? Eclipse Queen. Thanks for the roses. Okay? Okay, we have C. Now, let's see. The connecting wires are usually made of copper. That is correct. We have studied it from a long time that connecting wires are made up of copper. Why they are made of copper? Because the electrical conductivity of copper is low. Does this even make sense? The connecting wires are made up of copper. We require it to transfer the charge, transfer the current effectively. But if electrical conductivity is low, how will it transfer the current correctively, efficiently, right? That's not possible. Correct? So even if you don't know, this is wrong. Electrical conductivity, you know, right? Conductivity is how easily that substance can conduct the electricity, can make the charges or the current flow, right? So if the conductivity is low, why will we use it to make copper wire, to make wires? Correct? So assertion is true, but a reason is false. Correct, everyone? Yes. Next question. Next question we have, if the rays are diverging after emerging from a lens, the lens must be concave. The convex lens can give diverging rays. What is the answer? Kya gajab didi? Who gajab didi? Because copper is cheap and best conductor. Very good, Lakshika. Okay. Sorry. Yes, we have the answer as B from Ramesh. Lakshika is saying C. Ramesh is saying B. Santoshi is saying C. C, B, C, B. Oh, we are a lot of hurdle around B and C. A is true, R is false. Vlog Gaming is saying, okay, क्या हुआ? What happened, Abhay Gupta? Acha, I shouldn't call your name. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. If rays are diverging after emerging from a lens, the lens must be concave. We are talking about lenses, okay, not mirrors. Be very careful. We are talking about lenses. We have two kinds of lenses. First lens is convex lens, right? First lens is convex lens. Second lens is concave lens, right? Second lens is concave lens. Now, ma'am, we know the convex lens. We have 6 cases which are similar to concave mirror, which is a converging mirror. That means this is also a converging lens. That's how I remembered. But convex lens is a converging lens, and concave lens is a diverging lens on the other hand. It is a diverging lens on the other hand. Okay? Again, we have lots of answers as B and C. Okay, so if the rays are diverging from a lens, the lens must be concave. Okay, so assertion is true, right? Assertion is true. Reason says the convex lens can give diverging rays. See, I know why you are confused. Let us make the 6th case of convex lens, right? That's why you are confused, correct? So what is happening? The object is between focus and optical center. So this is my object, right? So in here, what happens? A ray goes and it passes from the focus, right? So ray goes parallel, it passes from the focus. Another ray goes and it passes from the optical center, right? So are these rays converging or diverging? See, the rays are not actually converging in this case. The rays are not converging. But what we do call convex lens as a converging lens, right? We did call convex lens as a converging lens. So what actually happens is, we don't take this as a diverging rays. We take this as that they're just going far away. We just plot it backwards, and there they are meeting, the virtual rays are meeting and forming an object. So converging lens, convex lens is a converging lens that cannot give diverging rays. So this is actually taken to be as false. Okay, so the correct option is assertion is true but reason is false, right? Okay, let me filter out the comments. There is an exception in the last case. Yes, Anaya, but we are in here, we are taking as the convex lens is a converging lens, okay? So it takes the rays as converging, so we assume that it doesn't give diverging rays. We can just see they are going apart, but it's not giving diverging rays. It is a converging lens. So convex lens is a converging lens, it won't give diverging rays, so reason it will be false. Okay? Okay, Ramesh ji. Okay, let's see the next question we have is refractive index of glass with respect to air is different for red light and violet light. Read it very carefully. Refractive index of glass with respect to air. Refractive index of glass with respect to air is different for red light. For red light it's different, and for violet light it's different, right? Because the reason is refractive index of a pair of media depends on the wavelength of light used. What is the correct answer? Lakshita is saying A, Ramesh is also saying A. Anyone else who wants to challenge them? Lakshita is saying A. Anyone else? Anyone else? A. All of you are saying A. Okay, let us see what the right answer is. Yeah? A. Okay, let us see. See, refractive index of a glass with respect to air is different for red light and violet light. That is correct. How did you know? How did you know? Can anyone give me a proper reason on why assertion is correct? Or I'll tell you some extra gyan. Do you want me to tell you some extra gyan on why assertion is true? Assertion is true. Assertion is true, but do you want some extra knowledge on assertion, whether the assertion is true or not? We are intelligent. Oh, Ramesh is saying we are intelligent. You are, my kids, you are intelligent. Okay, let us see what actually happens. See, refractive index of glass with respect to air, right? So refractive index of glass with respect to air will be this. Now velocity is inversely proportional to, why am I writing velocity? Just wait a minute. Now velocity is inversely proportional to refractive index, right? Let me say something for your maja. Okay, so speed of light is inversely proportional to refractive index. Till here we are correct. Now, do you know a formula that nu equals to c by lambda, where nu is frequency. So, frequency is c is velocity, so v divided by lambda is wavelength, correct? Now, if I find the value of v from here, it will be frequency into wavelength. Frequency into wavelength, right? If I put this here, that means this is frequency or wavelength of light in air, right? And frequency and wavelength of light in glass. So velocity does depends on wavelength of light, and wavelength of light is different for red and it's different from for violet, right? Yes, refraction is the bending of light when it goes from one medium to another. Very good. Who asked this question? Okay. Okay, let's just leave it. I won't tell you all about this. This is your exams. You will focus just on this. So just remember that refractive index of glass with respect to air. The refractive index is depending on, it does depend on the wavelength of light used. Okay, refractive index depends on wavelength of light used. So refractive index of a pair of media depends on the wavelength of light used. That is correct. Okay, it is actually inversely proportional to lambda. It is inversely proportional to lambda. Lambda is wavelength. Lambda you have studied, right? Shivu, what did you ask? Shivu, can you ask again? Red scatters the least, violet scatters the most. Very good. Okay, so refractive index is actually inversely proportional to lambda. So both of these are true. So both A and assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of A. Okay, true. Everyone understood? Magnification definition. They won't really ask you. I don't think I've ever seen them asking magnification definition, but you can write that it gives us whether magnification is defined as whether the image is smaller than the object or greater than the object. Okay, that is it. Not much. Why what? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I told you. Okay. Okay, let us move on to the next question. Next question we have, a normal human eye can clearly see all the objects beyond certain minimum distance. Reason is the human eye has capacity of adjusting the focal length of eye lens. Let me know the answer. No, magnification doesn't have any unit. No, Sharma ji. Magnification don't have any unit. Yeah, ratio of height of object to the height of image. Yeah, you can write that definition as well. Although, do not waste your time on these kind of questions. First, study the previous year questions. They won't ask you these kind of questions. You can just, even if they do, you can just write. You can even write it is the ratio of image distance to object distance, right? Height of the image to the height of object, representing how much an optical device enlarges or reduces an image. Very good, M creation. So all my kids are very good. A, all are saying A. Okay, let's see. Okay, a normal human eye can clearly see all the objects beyond certain minimum distance. We know that minimum distance is, how much is that minimum distance? That minimum distance is 25 centimeter from our eye. Right? Why? Because the human eye has capacity of adjusting the focal length, and that is because of a very important phenomena or definition or concept, that is power of accommodation, right? Power of accommodation of our lens, right? Okay, I have a question. Power of accommodation, numericals means step mark. Yeah, they do step marking in numericals. If you write the formula, that is, of course, it will give you marks, right? And then if you do all the steps, but you didn't write SI unit, so they'll cut your marks. Okay? Yes. Okay. Okay. I have one question. Which part of our eye helps in changing the focal length of eye lens? Which part of human eye is responsible to change the focal length of our eye lens? The ability of the eye lens to adjust its focal length is power of accommodation. Very good. Ciliary muscles, king of power of accommodation. Very good, Sharma ji. Great. So, power of accommodation is due to the muscles. Those are ciliary muscles. Those are ciliary muscles. Very good. The ability of an eye lens to focus the distance of object as well as nearly object on the retina by changing the focal length or converging power of its lens is called accommodation of power. Very good. Rani Gupta. Very good. Are these assertion PYQs? Not all of them are PYQs. There are not enough questions in the PYQs for assertion reason, but one or two questions will come in your question. So we are practicing all these. All the PYQs are there. All the PYQs of assertion reason are there in this PPT, but I have more than that as well. Rods and cones, they won't be asking that question. Simply, even if they do, you can write they are light sensitive cells. Okay, they get active when light falls on those cells. Done? Okay. let's move on to the next question. We have assertion says the sky looks dark and black instead of blue in outer space. Reason says no atmosphere containing air in the outer space to scatter sunlight. Is this correct or not? Okay, Lakshika, welcome. Eclipse Queen, bye. Okay, A. Roshan is saying A. Ramesh is also saying A. Anaya is also saying A. Okay, great. All of you agree on A? All of you are agreeing on A? Okay, let us see if this is A or not. The sky looks dark and black instead of blue in outer space. That we know. Assertion is definitely correct. We have seen in movies, ma'am, that sky is dark in the outer space. No atmosphere containing air in the outer space to scatter sunlight. This is also true because we know that in the outer space there is no atmosphere, there is just vacuum, right? Now, if there is vacuum, there are no particles, and until light scatters, until light falls on some particles, it won't get scattered, right? So, both are correct and it's a correct explanation of A. Oh, Rani has the answer. Rods are the rod-shaped cells present in the retina and they are sensitive to dim light. Cones are, on the other hand, cone-shaped cells present in the retina which are sensitive to bright light. Okay. No refraction takes place. Yes, very good. A is the correct answer. All of you are correct. A is the correct answer. Let's see. Next question we have. Assertion says white light on passing through prism split into its constituent colors such that the red light emerges nearest to the base of the prism. Red light emerges nearest to the base of the prism. Reason is wavelength of red light is more than other component colors and hence red light deviates least. What is this the correct answer, correct reason, correct assertion or not? Ma'am, human eye का numerical. Yes, of course, you will have human eye numerical. There are lots of numericals of human eye and even very good numericals of human eye as well. You have to use a lot of your brain. You know this question? We have D, D, D. All you are saying D. Ramesh, Santoshi, Anaya. Are you all sitting together and planning? Huh? Okay, let us see. We have D. Okay, white light on passing through prism split into its component. We know that until here it's true. Such that the light emerges from nearest to the base of the prism. See, this is my prism, right? This is the prism and this comes the light and it gets dispersed and again it gets dispersed like this, right? Now a very important point. Red light does deviates the least. Red light does deviates the least. But in here, which light is deviating the most and which light is deviating the least? This light, right? This particular light is deviating the least, right? This is deviating the most. So this particular light is red light, that is the upper part, the upper ray. The upper ray is red, not the lower one. So this is the pattern, Vibgyor. The lower one is violet and the upper one is red. So the ray which is closest to base is violet. Okay? Yes, red light emerges top of the prism. Yes, the base of the prism light will be violet. Very good, very good. Vibgyor in reverse. Oof, you guys are so great. Red light is present far from the base and violet is near the base. Very good. So, this is violet light, this is red light. So, assertion is not true. Reason, wavelength of red light is more than the, yes, this is true. Wavelength of red light is more than the all other colors, but definitely more than violet. So, it deviates the least. D is the correct option. Assertion is false, reason is true. Okay, done. Red light deviates the least, that is why they are used in safety measures. Yes, very good. That is your actual reason to the question why danger signals are made red. Because it deviates the least, that's why it can travel far, right? And hence we use it for safety measures. Ma'am, how will be asked the question of topic glass prism experiment? Glass you meant. Okay. Yes, so glass prism, this is the glass prism. Glass slab, yes. Okay, from glass slab, see, you'll have a glass slab and they can give you MCQs as well. Okay, they can draw that, tell which diversion or which path of light is true, right? Which path of light is true. They can ask you questions like that. Or they can ask you the questions that in the glass slab, is angle I equals to angle E or not? Angle C, this is here, right? This is angle of refraction, this is angle of incidence. There is a big question, MCQs mostly, there is a big question. They ask if angle I is equal to angle R and is nearly equal to angle E, or angle I is greater than angle R, angle I less than angle R. So you should be knowing all these things, okay? This is what they ask from glass slab experiment. Acha, you are all sitting in one room, okay. Okay. Chukku ma'am, what is chukku ma'am? Okay. Next question we have, I guess this is the last question, I'm guessing. Oh yes, this is the last question. Okay, I need every one of you to answer this because this is the last question of this session. Angle I is equal to angle E. Very good, Sharma ji. What is spectrum? Spectrum is, see, I exactly don't remember the exact definition, but spectrum is the whole, see, these are the 7 lights. This is a white light, it goes into a prism and it comes out as 7 different rays, right? Those 7 different rays, and this is Vibgyor, right? So this 7 different rays, all these rays combinedly are called spectrum of white light. Okay? Done? Okay, let me read the question. We have the answers as A. Done. Assertion. In case of rainbow, light at the inner surface of the water droplet gets internally reflected. Okay, that makes sense. Reason says the angle between the refracted ray and normal to the drop surface is greater than the critical angle. And we have A. The band of 7 colors formed on white screen when a beam of light is passed through a glass prism is called a spectrum of white light. Very good, Rani Gupta. Very good. Great. Okay, we have A answer as A. Okay. So, of course, we know that in the water droplet, what happens? First, refraction happens and dispersion happens. First, what happens? Refraction, right? And then what happens? Dispersion of white light happens, correct? And then it gets total internal reflection. It gets internally reflected, right? And then it comes out, refraction again happens. Refraction again happens. Done, everyone? So, of course, first the ray gets totally internally reflected. Why? What is the condition of total internal reflection? The condition is that the incident ray, the angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. Now in here, at this point, this refracted ray is actually my incident ray, right? So this angle is more than critical angle. That is why this is the total internal reflection is happening. Okay? Double circulation, that you have to ask the bio teacher, okay? Which part of the eye refracts light the most? That is our cornea, not the lens, cornea. Okay? Okay, which part of eye refracts the most? Cornea. Cornea is the one which refracts the most. What is critical angle? See, critical angle is the angle. See, it is an angle on which, it is the angle above which, if the incident angle is more than the critical angle, the light will not get refracted. It will not go out in the other medium, but it will get totally internally reflected. Okay? Anyone else has any doubt? Because this is here, we will end our live session. Done? Anyone has any doubt? Okay, what is happening? Cornea. Okay. Okay, resistance that approach the electricity and its unit is ohm. What is, okay, did ma'am, rheostat and resistance? Okay, see, resistance is basically the hindrance to the flow of current. Okay, it is the property of the matter that it provides resistance to the flow of current. Rheostat, on the other hand, it is a device. Rheostat is a device which controls how much resistance will be given to that particular resistor. Okay? Done? Everyone? Okay, whoever is here, I forgot before, but go like this session and subscribe the channel. Okay? We are all here where I'll be coming live tomorrow, where we will study electricity and magnetic effects of electric current, all their PYQs, their short questions, all numericals as well as MCQs, conceptual questions, everything. Okay? So like this session and subscribe this channel so you do not miss tomorrow's live. Okay? Ma'am, I didn't even know the concepts of magnetic effects. Will the one-shot video help me? Yeah, you can go watch the one-shot video. Okay, do one thing. Go watch the one-shot video today. I've explained everything in those videos. Then come live tomorrow. We'll do all the questions. All your doubts will be cleared. Okay? Arey, I am 83. Right? Okay? Time will be this 11 AM. Okay, everyone, did you like the session or not? Give me a thumbs up, everyone, that I like the session and I subscribe the channel as well. Okay, 11 AM Santoshi, 11 AM. Okay, that is it for this live. For this video, we did all the assertion reason. Do not forget to come live tomorrow 11 AM. We'll be doing electricity and magnetic effects of electric current, their questions. Okay, we'll understand the concepts as well, and we'll do the questions as well. You can ask any doubts you have, right? Okay? Okay. Okay, Ramesh, that is not funny. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. You are very lovely kids. Okay, thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for all the love you are giving. That is it for this session. We'll meet again tomorrow. Okay? Okay, we'll meet again tomorrow and do join the session. Okay? Bye, everyone. Bye.